Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks bringing you your daily Tesla report for Wednesday, February 7th, 2024.
But before I walk you through the charts, as usual, just want to encourage you to please click like if you haven't already, subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel, share the content if you would with friends and colleagues, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos just like this one. Daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, that is the S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 ETFs. Weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, the long bond ETF, the TLT, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube. That is 8 a month that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor. We're always looking for at least 20% moves on those stock picks, and you can check out all of this for no cost for 5 days. We offer a 5-day free trial up front with a wickedstocks.com subscription. So sign up for wickedstocks.com, check it all out. If you don't like what you see within 5 days, you can cancel your subscription at no cost to you whatsoever.
Let's take a look at the charts. We'll start with the big picture, work our way into the day itself. Just a reminder that about 6 weeks ago, we tested what was a targeted price ceiling at 258.13. That we mentioned could contain monthly, possibly quarterly buying pressures, and once tested, the market can rotate south to channel support that is presently in the low 170s. And that is essentially what happened. In fact, it was, on what was it, Monday, that we actually dropped to within 1% of this significant area. I think 177.01 was the low. We fell back into the 177 handle again on Tuesday, came off of it. And so 173.28 is the base of a range of support that begins at 177 and a quarter. That is a 5/8 downside Fibonacci. That is a level that we have actually tested. Fibonacci 5/8 off the January 23 low against the more recent July 23 high. On the way down, we also have the daily chart version, which I can show you here at 173.82. We do not note that here. We're just kind of holding to the big range that is almost 4 points wide. 173.28 on the weekly chart, 173.82 daily chart, 177 and a quarter all day long in terms of the long-term 5/8 Fibonacci. So we've tested our support. And like I said, a month and a half ago, when we were testing resistance, that you should prepare for the possibility of channel support within 3 to 5 months or sooner. Certainly was a lot sooner. You can inversely now prepare for the possibility of 258.13. Now, I'm not going to clearly indicate 258.13 as an objective that I'm expecting over the next few months, but with respect to channel dynamics, it is certainly in the confines of a possibility. And I think you can actually trade that. You could, for instance, reach for 250 or 255 strike out of the money calls that don't expire for at least 6 months. You might go a year out on that. I think it's really more of a 2 to 3 month play. And that is the big picture. Midterm, which is to say 3 to 5 weeks out, we do still have this descending 1/3 speed line that is based in part on Monday's low, and it's at 215.20. And I do consider this to be a 3 to 5 week objective. So you can bottom pick the 173.82 to 177 and a quarter area if you haven't been already, in anticipation of 215.20 and dropping daily over the next 3 to 5 weeks. And once again, with respect to options, you might reach for 210 strike, 215 strike out of the money calls that don't expire. I would go at least 2 months out on that, maybe 3 months. It is a 3 to 5 week play, so you want to go a little further out. Now, on the way up, in terms of clarifying 215.20 as a more aggressive 1 to 2 week objective, that would be a settlement today above 192.02. So 192.02 is in reach today, holding above, trading above 185.68. That is an intraday support level, and above which 192.02 is likely. At 192.02, that is a level that can contain daily buying pressure. So I'm talking to day traders, and I'm also talking to 3 to 5 day swing traders, because at 192.02, we just might fall back into the 173 to 177 handle support within 2 to 3 to 5 days of doing so. But having come off of long-term support like we presently are, I say be careful being an aggressive short seller at 192.02 because I do think just one settlement above it should spark a pretty aggressive rally within 1 to 2 weeks to 215.20, which is a 3 to 5 week objective anyway. So this 3 to 5 weeks does allow the market to fall away for a week and then turn back up again. But closing above 192.02, it's not 3 to 5 weeks, it's 1 to 2 weeks, 215.20. Then anticipated over that time frame where we could top out into possibly through March trade and from there fall away again back into the low 170s. We could trade inside of this gradually narrowing wedge between 173.82 and 215.20 all the way through March trade, which is why I give the possibility for reaching this channel top at 258.13 a full 3 to 5 months. But once again, if we close above 215.20 over the next, say, 3 weeks, that is just another 3 to 5 weeks before I would expect that 258.13 channel top. Let's get back to the day itself. I'll throw this back at you. 192.02 is a solid day resistance and our upward pivot point into next week, our buy signal on strength into next week. Until then, it can contain daily buying pressures, working down 185.68 if we break or open below. Actually, now that I see this, we did close below 185.68. I was speaking just a moment ago as if we weren't, because what I'm seeing here is the high of the low, which is not 185.68. This is right. I remember talking to my technical associate. There is a trend line coming down off these highs that did roughly contain Tuesday's high. It is dropping at a very steep pace. So we're going with 185.68 as our intraday pivot point, above which 192.02 in reach, below which we can fall right back into this 173.28 to 177.25 region, a range of significant support, excuse me, that can contain selling not only into March, but through March and even through the second quarter. Because as I say, above which this market, the path of least resistance right now, having tested channel support, is a rally to channel resistance. But there's nothing to say that the market won't fall back later in the week. It certainly could. And I will say that until it closes above 192.02, it is inclined to fall back into the low to mid 170s. So we do need to close above 192.02, in my opinion, to set off aggressive follow through buying as we move into later February. But once again, 173.82 is in reach, perhaps. I don't know about today, but it is certainly a possibility. And I'll just cut to the chase here, and that is to say that if on Friday, that is the week itself, we settle not only below 173.28, this channel bottom, but also at or below 171.54, which is a 1% violation below that 173.28 formation. And if we close Friday at 171.54 or lower, that sets off another significant sell signal that should, over the next 2 to 3 months or sooner, result in continued weakness and the likelihood of testing 101.81 to 103.71. So if we do close below 173.28 on Friday by a 1% margin, no good reason to be long Tesla, in my opinion, if your time horizon is inside of 2 to 3 months. Because over that 2 to 3 months, I would expect that 103.71 former channel top. And so I would liquidate all those out of the money calls you may have purchased. I think that's a good play right now, being long those calls that I mentioned earlier in the video, but not if we close at 171.54 or lower on Friday. We're expecting the very low 100 area, and you could then reverse and, for instance, reach for 101 strike out of the money puts that don't expire for at least 6 months. I think that pretty much covers it. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. We've done, what was the stock pick? Alibaba on Tuesday went out. Very close to a significant level, may be posting a significant buy signal. We give you the exact parameters for that, and that's a good one. We're looking for a 20% gain if the conditions are met over the next 2 to 3 months. So check out wickedstocks.com. Check out that Alibaba stock pick. We've got another one coming out on Thursday. And I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Thursday's Tesla report. You have a great day.